What's up, everybody? Today we're talking about talent versus hard work. What is more important? Well, do I have an opinion for you? Let's get started. Thinking Thursday. Talent or hard work? Well, the answer really is both, of course, if you want to make it to the top levels. I was never, quote unquote, the most talented. But what I want to ask you is, where does talent come from? Are you born with talent, or is it something that perhaps you've worked hard to create? So if you were born super gifted to play soccer, but you never touched a ball, you're not going to be good at soccer. It's still something you worked hard for. So the real question is not so much hard work or talent. It's, are you willing to work hard to have talent? A lot of times, and I'm working now with a lot of really young kids, 4 to 5 year olds, and you can see right away who are athletic, who get how to kick a ball faster than the other players. And at 10 years old, somebody's going to say, that's a really talented soccer player. But what really it is at a young age, they love the game, somehow were engulfed in it. Maybe their parents played, maybe it was just AYSO. I'm working with a student now who's 4 years old, who is so good, and he's only 4. He's quite athletic for a 4-year-old, so you could argue you were born with those genetics, but the way he kicks a soccer ball with his left foot is really amazing for a 4-year-old. Now, he's been doing it since he was 2 years old because his father likes soccer, and I guarantee you when he's 10, somebody's going to say, that's a talented player. But he worked hard for his talent. Whether he knew he was working hard, it doesn't matter. He was so young, of course. But if you start your kids early, and I'm talking about 0 years old, they're going to be quote-unquote talented when they're a bit older. The best example, Mark Pembridge, who probably none of you know, played in the Premier League over 100 games, and when I was at Fulham with the Youth Academy, he came to all of us and said, you are all more gifted than I ever was, but none of you are likely to have the career that I did, which is over 100 games in the Premier League and playing at the top level for many years. And he was right. So if you think, hey, I'm not talented, I would argue, you know what, it doesn't matter. It's, are you going to work hard to become talented? I can certainly say in my career, in my youth career especially, I remember all of these kids who were so gifted, and in the Southern California area, even to this day, they're known as, wow, that kid was so good, was a superstar. And some of them had trials in England, and some of them had opportunities to play really high levels at the pro level. And they didn't really have the work ethic. I mean, that's eventually what it came down to. And either they were still so good, they went pro, or they really missed out on a huge opportunity and didn't even go to college to play, or went to college and after that it was. In my case in particular, if you had asked anybody other than my mother and my brothers and my father that I was going to go pro, maybe one coach who did believe in me, 2 coaches who believed in me, okay, 3 coaches who believed in me, but as a person more so than as my talents, would probably say that maybe he could go pro. But everybody else, which is 98% of everyone, was like, you'll never go pro. I mean, it's great that you love it so much, but no. And no in my family just means get to work. And that's a really important, I think, lesson for all of you, is no just means get to work. Every single player, if you go on FOTMOB, FootMob, it's an app on your phone, and if you watch a game and you go, let me see where that player's been, you can click on his profile on this app and it will tell you all the clubs he's been at. I mean, the best example is Lukaku. He's been told no. Lukaku has been told no. Ronaldo as well, but Lukaku's a great example because he started at Chelsea. They told him no. He went to West Brom, scored 20 plus goals, went back to Chelsea. They told him no again. Went to Everton, scored 20 plus goals. Went to United, 20 plus goals. United didn't like him. Went to Inter Milan, wins them the first Serie A in the last, I think, 20 years or something like that. Then he goes back to Chelsea finally. I mean, the guy's been told no so many times. And if you look at, there's this great player that some of you will know, Akim Fenway. He's like this really 230-pound soccer player. If you look at his resume, he's been at 16 different clubs. I mean, being told no, that's what this is. And so if you really want to know whether it's talent or hard work, the reality is it is both, but you need the quote-unquote hard work. Now, this whole series, me talking, is to hopefully help you go, okay, you know it's hard work, you already knew that, but let's make it smart work. You know, work on these things, watch these videos, don't do these exercises, so that way we can prioritize. But at the end of the day, this tremendous desire to want it is what's going to take you there. And I've played with so many players more quote-unquote talented than me, who probably started at an earlier age or were faster genetically or stronger, whatever it is, and they're nowhere. And when I tell them I've been a pro, they now call me very talented. I would not have identified myself that way as a young player. I wouldn't have said I'm so talented. I just would have told you I worked hard. But now I am talented and I work hard, and you need both to make it to this level, whether it's college or professional. Thanks guys for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. I love when you do that because it helps me become more popular, which then means I can make more videos, which then means I can help you, and you can even send me direct messages because I have more time because I'm able to make more videos. Anyways, thank you so much, and we'll talk soon.